Welcome back to our oil chats. My name is Julie Johnston, and my friend and co-host Linda Pickampaw, she'll be jumping on here shortly as soon as all of our technology connects with her. Today we have some fun things we're going to talk about. So have you ever been in a pickle where you just don't have an oil you need? And what is it that you can do about that? Well, we've got some ideas for you because that's happened to us plenty of times. And next, we are also going to talk about brand new products that doTERRA just announced will be released this summer. So I'm sure you're excited to hear what those are and how you will be using them this summer or benefiting from them this summer. So stay tuned as we wait for Linda to jump on here. So today, the one thing we're going to talk about is being in a pickle without an oil. And I don't know about you, but if you've used oils for any certain period of time, you have specific oils that you go to for probably things that happen often in your life. So you might use a specific oil for a headache, or maybe there's an oil that you always use for stomach upset. And there may be times when that oil's not with you. You might not be home, you may not have that oil with you, or maybe you've run out of that oil. So that's what we're talking about today. We're going to give you some ideas on substitutions. So if you've ever heard of oil substitutions, we did put up a graphic earlier this week where we gave you some ideas on oils that you could substitute in and out for specific ones. So hopefully you saw that graphic, because that is a really handy tool. But then there are also some reference materials that will give you some great substitutions as well. All right, so I'm still waiting for Linda. I'm not sure if she's having a little bit of trouble connecting, or if it's my internet on my end. You never know what technology is doing for us. I'm gonna look here real quick and see if, nope, I don't see her listed yet. So I'm still waiting. All right, so hopefully you're all being very patient. While you're being patient, I'm gonna share a substitution with you that I think is fitting for this month. So if anybody processed their LRP before the 15th and got the free oil of the month, which was the Ravintsara, that oil would be a perfect substitution if you ran out of your Breathe oil. So you could use it in the same exact way if you either ran out of the Breathe or you weren't somewhere where you had your Breathe with you and you happen to have this oil that you got for free this month. That would be a perfect oil to substitute. I think I see Linda here, so I am going to get her. All right, there she is. Hey, Linda.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. Yep.
Good.
Good.
Well, go ahead.
Full day already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Well, hopefully this will be your little break. Your enjoyable little break here.
Mhm.
So I started telling them that we were going to talk about oil substitutions today.
Mhm.
And the surprise that doTERRA launched at Leadership. Did you see anywhere
no.
what this new surprise? Oh, good. Surprise for you too. So
Wow.
maybe I'll start there so you'll be in the loop.
Okay. I'm anxious.
So for years, people have asked for this product from doTERRA. And we've always had to say, no, we don't have that. We don't have that. Well, this summer, we will have it, and we will all want to use it this summer. Do you have any idea what it is?
Suntan lotion, suntan screen.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Screen. Oh my goodness.
So there will be 4 products in this line called doTERRA Sun. There will be a face and body lotion, There's actually two of them. I think one of them looks like it is a lotion, and the other one looks like a roller, like a stick.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's body spray, and then there's also after sun, and it also looks like it's a spray as well. I don't know if I can turn my camera around. I'm gonna see if I'll turn it around. I'll show you the image that I have on my computer of it. You see it?
Yes, I do. Wow.
And then they had this too. This is well, they're calling it an after sun restorative body mist. And the key ingredients, aloe vera, I can't even pronounce that next one. Prebiotics and probiotics are in it, as well as Arnica montana flower extract and vitamin E. So that is going to be a great one. And then here's that, they're calling it a mineral sunscreen stick. So that has the nano zinc oxide, the shea butter, cocoa butter, and vitamin E.
And that looks like, is that sort of like a rub-on, or is it a cream?
I think that's a rub on a stick. So I think it'll probably be like the
Okay.
deep blue stick we have now. I think it'll be similar product.
Okay.
And then here's the mineral sunscreen lotion. And that one, again, it's very similar. It's a little bit different, though. It has the nano zinc oxide, which is what helps against the sun. But then it has raspberry seed oil, avocado, turmeric extract, jojoba esters, and vitamin E.
Oh, my goodness. That is exciting. Wow.
I know, super exciting.
Ah.
So I'm wondering if anybody got to, while they're down at Leadership in Arizona, if they got to sample it or just got to see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when everybody gets back from that what what happened while they were there.
Oh my goodness. That would have been a leadership conference to go to, huh?
I know. So the longer that we are in doTERRA, the less and less we have to do our little DIYs and make the things that are missing. So no making the sunscreen this summer.
Well, I know. I never liked making that stuff. I don't know.
It was hard. It was messy and it got on everything, but it works.
Was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
yeah. Well, how exciting.
Really exciting. I know. I'm super excited about that. So the other thing we were going to talk about today were substitutions. And I thought, I already shared before you jumped on, that if you didn't have Breathe, you could use that Ravintsara that we got for free. That would be a good substitution if you had run out of your Breathe or and didn't have it. So were there any that you can think of that maybe something you use and if you run out, you have a great backup?
Well, just last night, my husband usually does the osteo protocol on me about twice a week, and he said, "Oh, the lemons about out, and I thought, usually lemon's one that I have a lot of, but I thought, oh, that's really a great example, because what could I use in place of lemon until I actually got some lemon? But there would be a lot of choices when you think lemon is a citrus oil. So I could use wild orange. I could use lime. And in fact, my husband and I were having a guessing game, and he said, "Oh, lime," when he found out we were doing substitutions. And it could be grapefruit. Those are common ones that you might have that you could use in place of those. You definitely, if you were using them in your water, those could be used. And then another one that I have a lot of for some reason is clementine. And that might be a possibility. because it's in the citrus family, or tangerine. So lemon would be my go-to, but when I don't have those others, and I thought, well, why? And in fact, I was looking up a few of them, and I thought, well, frankincense is the king of oils, and well, so what do you use in place of it? I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything. But I was looking up, and it said pink pepper, and I thought, pink pepper? Well, why? But what I had to look at was the chemical makeup, and I won't go into all those big words and all that stuff, but it is just has to do with the chemical makeup. And while pink pepper would not replace frankincense in any way, it does have some similar properties. And it was like, oh, okay. I get it, because sometimes, frankincense is on my, expensive list, and I lots of times do it with my points, and save up those to get it free, because it seems like we use a lot of it around here. And but if I would be in a pinch, I could probably do pink pepper. I could probably do one of the, maybe the anti-aging blend, which is, Immortelles, right? So that's
frankincense in it. Yeah.
Right. So that's just a couple of possibilities. Yeah.
Right. So if you run out of a single oil, you could look for a blend that might have it in there. That was kind of like the breeze and using the Ravintsara. Yeah. So that's smart.
Yeah.
I sometimes I don't carry a whole bunch of oils. I just have a few with me when I go out. So this past weekend I was at a volleyball tournament, and one of the girls who is on my daughter's team, she came up, her mom was sitting next to me, she came up and she's like, Mom, those bumps on me are getting worse. She said they checked into their hotel, and then she started, she had little bumps around her ankles and on her wrist. And I was like, bed bugs? And her mom was like, oh, please, no. But they had started in one area, and then later after the game, she came up and they were on her wrist, a whole bunch of them. And I was like, here. And I grabbed one of the oils that I had in my purse and just put it on it. My thought is, they're not going to hurt you. So maybe you don't have the right one, but maybe that one will still work. So I had helichrysum, so I just rubbed it on her. And a couple hours later, because volleyball tournaments are all day long, she came up to me, she goes, could I have more of that oil? And I said, sure. So I put it on her, and she goes, do you always have that with you? So in her mind, she's thinking it's an oil just for bug bites.
Yeah.
So she was like, do you always have that with you? I'm like, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Yep. That's one I carry too, because many things that I think, okay, well, this will work, and it works well for vertigo. And so that's one for my husband that it's like, okay, I got to have that one with me, but it has other properties too that are just very helpful. So,
right.
Yeah.
So I guess my tip for the day is, if you're in doubt, just use whatever you've got with you.
Right.
See if it'll work.
That's right. Except I had a friend actually cancel an appointment because she had a sinus infection. And so I actually sent her a couple of recipes that I use when I have something like a sinus infection. But she went to TikTok. And she said, and she got oregano out. Now, I would say for a sinus infection, I might put that on the bottom of my feet. Yes.
Oh no,
but
she do?
but she put it on her forehead.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh no. When she told me, she said, I almost called you at 11 o'clock at night. I said, you should have. Because I was like, don't use water. I did.
Oh no.
And I said, oh, cooking oil, anything, like that, because oregano is a hot oil. And so, but then I think she read the fine print and it said, not on your skin.
Uh-huh.
But
Oh,
so,
no.
yeah, that one. So I have thought, and so I suggested to her, I said, you really need to listen to our oil drip, videos.
Get off the TikTok.
Yeah, to learn a little bit more about the oils you have and the oil and how to use them. It's just because it's like, whoa, that one scared me because, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's scary.
That is a hot oil.
I was listening to
Yeah.
one of my podcasts, and they were talking about TikTok and crazy advice that they heard on there. Completely different subject, but you just have to be careful, like who's making the TikTok video and what actual experience do they have behind what they're sharing.
Right.
So I know it's fun and informative, but you got to make sure they know something about what they're talking about.
Exactly.
So I think we've been using the oils long enough that we have a lot of personal experiences we can draw from, and experiences of people that we've shared the oils with that we can share theirs as well. And we've been to lots of educational seminars, and so I think we do have quite a bit of personal experience and education that we can share. So I would be careful where you go for your
right. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh,
And sometimes I forget that, we haven't been out and we haven't maybe been educating on a personal basis, face to face. And so it's really, really important that we do educate and we do share. And yes, we've had all these experiences you said, but also, we keep digging.
yeah.
Even before we go on here, like today, we're looking up more and making sure that what we're talking about is we really, really have something to back ourselves up with, not just some opinion. So
Right. Well, I also had a couple more to share that weren't exactly substitution, like oil for oil. Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought of if you're using the doTERRA skincare products and you run out before you get your new one in?
Oh, definitely.
So I keep the I have it the right way. I keep the rose in my bathroom. So right now I'm out of my eye serum that I normally put around my eyes. So I typically at night will take off my eye makeup and I'll put on rose around my eyes, but I'm using it now twice a day because now I'm waiting for my product to come in. So that's a good substitution, using oils that are good for skin around your eyes or on your face. And we don't have that skincare, the sun line yet, but everybody's heading off for spring break. And I know they're going to be in the sun and they're going to get sunburns. You could use this for sunburns.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
So a friend was somewhere and recently traveling with some other people, and she got sunburned, and so she was using some of her oils, and the girl was like, what? Why aren't you using the beautiful mist? And she's like, on my sunburn? And she said, yeah, try it. She said it took the sting out right away.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
And I just used up my beautiful spray. So we gotta get some more, but
yeah. So, yeah, so think about substitutions not only as oil for oil, but maybe products that we have in our line too, and how
Definitely.
we use those. And yeah, so, there's the coconut oil in this, there's passion fruit, there's osmanthus, bergamot, the frankincense, avocado oil. So, another good substitution there for those of you who are headed out for spring break. Remember to pack your beautiful body mist.
And you'll smell good too.
Oh yeah, yep, you'll
Yeah.
smell wonderful. Oh, is there anything else you wanted to share today?
Not really. Well, On Guard is another one. It's like if I run out of On Guard, I'm in a panic too, because I really use On Guard all around my house, and I use it in cleaning. So On Guard is another one, and I thought, well, what could replace On Guard? Well, if you're using it for your personal immunity, you actually could use cinnamon, but again, it's a hot oil, and so you don't want to get it on your skin. So I think we have to learn the properties of some of these oils, and you might be able to exchange them, but you have to be careful with them. So
yes. Yep, read the side. There is that little bit of information on the side, like you were saying. Some of them will say they can be used neat and others not, meaning neat is without like the coconut oil or some other sort of oil. So yeah, just kind of look at the label so you know how to use it if it's meant to be used topically, internally.
So yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for jumping on with me, Linda. I hope everybody, if you are heading out for spring break, we hope you have a great time and you're safe. And we will be back again next week and share some more wonderful essential oil education.
Okay.